morning. This is Lisa from the Northtown Mall, and today's opening activity, I thought I would share one of my favorite quilts that I made for an activity that you can do at home by yourself or with your family. I made this quilt in 2013 for the the Washington State Quilters Quilt Show, and it was called Country Charm. So what I did, it was a challenge quilt, so you come up with the idea yourself. And what I wanted to accomplish was a charm bracelet lying on the grass. And so I'll go through the charms to give you a few ideas of what you could put on your activity that I'll tell you about after a little bit. So I'll just go around the bracelet here. This one represents my family unit. And I love to paint. And I used to own 2 dogs that look like that. My favorite flower is the daffodil. In my family, we call them daffodillies. I collect buttons. I competed in a marathon. Sorry if I'm flipping this around too much. I love all kinds of music. I work in a library. And I love to travel by train. I don't know if you can see that. My favorite water animal is the dolphin. My favorite land animal is the wolf. I love the sport baseball. I collect teacups. And for a challenge quilt, they give you fabric that you have to use in the quilt. So for my quilt charm here, I use that fabric. This one signifies my trip to Alaska. I also competed in a half marathon. I did that after the marathon. It was easier. And the very last one here is a house charm. My family and I built our own house. So, to explain how I made the charms, I made them out of yo-yos. And so you start with a circle of fabric, and then you sew around the edges, and then you cinch it together, and it makes a yo-yo. And what I did is I put them upside down on the charm quilt, so it would poof out a little bit, so it would look like a bead. But I have a little sample here. And so you stitch around the edge of the circle all the way around. And I'm just going to finish this up so you can see what this looks like. And you want to leave your tail out. And then after you go all the way around, you should have 2 little tails hanging out at the end there. Then you're going to want to cinch it closed. So you you don't want it all the way tight because you want the fabric to lay flat. So you want to leave a little bit of a circle. So it should look about like that. This one's tinier than this one because I made a smaller circle. But then, to tie it off, you just want to grab your two ends and you want to get that circle as tight as you want it to be. And then you want to make a knot. And then, so you have it tied together. And then you want to make it as flat as you can. And it makes those pretty little ridges in the middle there. And then, to join them together, of course you'd want to make them the same size. And then you just join the two edges together. And if you look this up online, it's called the Yo-Yo Quilt, and there's a lot of pictures and images out there so you can see how to put them together and what it would look like. So for today's activity, I'd like you to find something round in your house and a big piece of paper and draw a bunch of circles, however many you would like to have in your charm bracelet, and then connect them together. And then you can either draw pictures, you can use colored paper and cut out shapes. And if you're a quilter like I am, maybe you want to give a quilt a try. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you guys are staying safe. And just to remind you that we are open for curbside pickup. And we also have summer reading activity kits for preschool, elementary, and teenagers. So stop by the library and pick up some activity kits for summer reading. Thank you for joining me.